Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Mike, did you want to say anything? Today we're going to be showing you how to make this pour paint ornament. But before we get started today, thank you so much to everyone that sent in photos and videos of your artificial intelligence drawing machines. We loved seeing those. If you want to share pictures of this project or anything you've done in the past, just use the QR code on the front of your kit and send it to us, and we would love to include it in our next video. So in order to make this pour paint ornament, here's what we'll be using today. We have 2 different colors of acrylic paints, about a teaspoon each. We also have 2 teaspoons of floetrol, which is a paint pouring medium. We've got a small piece of foam and a popsicle stick. And we've got a plastic ornament that the top is able to come off. You're also going to need a little bit of water for this project, and some other things you might want are a couple extra popsicle sticks for stirring, some paper towels or a tablecloth that you don't mind getting paint on, and maybe a plate or a bowl to catch any of the excess paint that's going to drip off. So the first thing we're going to do is make our paint mixtures, and we're going to do that by using the 2 colors of paint, the floetrol, and a little bit of water. So again, we're using about a teaspoon of each color of paint and about 2 teaspoons of floetrol. So what we're going to do is divide this floetrol evenly between the 2 colors. So about a teaspoon each. And then we're also going to add the same amount of water to each mixture. So about a teaspoon of water in each of the cups. So then you just want to go ahead and mix those up really well. So basically you're just trying to get a runny, kind of thin consistency with the paint, the floetrol, and the water, because when we pour this onto our ornament, we want it to kind of pour and cover the entire outside, and it'll do that a lot easier if we get the right consistency first. So now we're going to get our ornament ready, and the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and just pop the top of that off. Next, you're going to take the foam block and the popsicle stick and make a little stand for your ornament by just pushing that in like that. And now your ornament can rest upside down on the popsicle stick. So now it's time to paint our ornament, and there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can take the 2 colors and just go ahead and start pouring them on top of the ornament one by one. But we're going to do something called a dirty pour method today, and that's combining the 2 colors first and then pouring it onto the bulb. So go ahead and take your 2 colors and pour one of them very carefully into the other. And then we're just going to take the 2 colors combined and dump them right on top of the ornament. And again, I have some paper towels down and a paper plate to catch the mess. The paper plate is also going to be helpful in case the paint doesn't cover the ornament on the first pour. I might be able to scrape up some of that excess paint and go back and pour it again until the whole thing is covered. So once you're ready, you're just going to take that paint and start pouring it right on top of your ornament and letting it slide all around. So you can see on the bottom, there's a couple spots that didn't get covered with the first pour. So now I'm going to try to take one of my popsicle sticks and scrape up a little bit of this excess paint back into my cup, and I'll just try pouring in the spots that need a little bit more, or try adding some more color in different spots. You can kind of play around with this as much as you want until it looks how you like. Now, another technique you can try if you have some really small spots that are tough to get by pouring the paint on, especially underneath, you can try taking a popsicle stick and just kind of moving the paint around a little bit to cover those spots. And because it's a pour paint project, it's okay if it looks a little messy. It's still gonna look how we want it to in the end. But you can go ahead and play around with it and just try and move some of the paint around to cover those spots that might have gotten missed when you poured. But then once you're happy with it and you've got the look that you want and all the spots are covered, you're just going to leave it on the popsicle stick to dry for several hours. And once your ornament is dry, you're just gonna pop that top piece right back on, and you've got a pour paint ornament. Is everything okay? Just feel like you've been a little quiet today.